Hello everybody, socalthero here. Welcome to another video of American Truck Simulator. In this one, we are over here in Butte, Montana. We are heading up to, it's another place in Montana that I haven't been to yet on my save here called Thomas Falls. And we are taking some used packaging as a FedEx driver here. Now, it is a FedEx Freight livery on this, but I understand like the tires with Michelin like that. And then you can see the American flag in the cab back there. Doesn't make it feel like a freight or like a freight carrier truck where it's used by multiple people. But we're just rolling with it, saying it's my own personal truck that I'm using for FedEx Freight deliveries while working for them. As you see, I'm driving the Peterbilt 579. This is one of the original trucks that came out with the game. This was the first truck I used in my original save to get my business up and going, and it had over like 100,000 miles on it of me driving it, for that matter, to get the business up and going when we only had California and Nevada as the two states in the game back in 2016. So I just realized on this save I don't own one. I don't own one of the original Kenworths either, so I need to buy one of those at some point as well. But I've been missing this truck. I thought it'd be cool to jump back into a truck I haven't driven in a long time and I haven't owned for a while apparently too. So that's what we're doing here today. It's a pretty rainy early morning here, but we are expected to get in at 7:22 in the morning to almost about 4 a.m. right now. So it shouldn't take too long on this trip. I'm gonna go ahead and fire up the truck here. You can see I have my Christmas tree up front here and my bottle of water, so I can not dehydrated on the trip, along with some more water in the back there. But yeah, that looks very personable and not company freight looking, but being in a sleeper cab, I would think they'd give a little leeway to having your own stuff in your own truck for you where you're doing cross country treks, even in a freight company's truck like this. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn disable the brakes, the parking brake. And we're going to roll out here and get going. I didn't know this Christmas tree on the dash was a thing. But I was like, yeah, I'll put this on. As well as it's pretty cool to see that the lights actually work on it. So that's pretty neat. I was pretty stoked to see that when I got in the truck and started driving it. But yeah, I was looking at my list of trucks as I was been recording the past few episodes here. And I was like, I feel like there's some trucks I haven't driven in a while. Oh, this is not where I'm turning. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and just run that red light. That was bad. We're turning left here. That's why. So just totally ran a red light, but it is what it is. Luckily nobody saw it. There was a car back there, but it wasn't a cop. Luckily, it was just this guy in this Camaro. Going, oh, look at this FedEx Freight guy. He's totally lost. But yeah, after doing so many videos, I was like, there's trucks I swear I haven't driven in a while. And I was like, let me look at the truck dealer. And I looked and I went to Peterbilt. It was the first thing. And I was like, yeah, there's the 1950s 350 that I drove not too long ago. That's a lot of fun. And then I saw this and I was like, I haven't driven that. And I don't think I own one on this save. And sure enough, I didn't. So it was nice to see and be able to pick it up again, and sitting in the cab here again is bringing back some feelings of when I used to have to drive this thing all the time in 2016 to start my business on that game save. I will admit it looks weird seeing 22 miles or whatever it is, or 27 miles on the gauge cluster right now on the dash. But yeah, we'll get some miles on her. For now on this save, the Mack Anthem is my first truck that I had. How good I can bypass. It's a brand new truck. I would like to think that I could bypass way stations and inspections. Although DUI checkpoint's a different story as I'm swaying in the lanes here. I am grinding pretty hard to try to get these recordings out for you guys, so instead of taking my own advice and taking a break, I decided to keep going here. Oh, I guess he's getting off. I was going to get over for him, but he's not signaling that he needs to get over. But yeah, decided I would keep it going, keep it pushing. I still had a lot that was on my mind that I figured I could talk about with you guys while we're on our drives here. In this case, it's going to be the skybox as always, because it's a rainy day and with the thunder and lightning in front of us, it's pretty cool to see. Looks like it's off in the distance though, because it's not really lighting up the area as much. You just see the lightning, but it's not like striking nearby. Not to mention I don't hear the thunder as well. Whoops, I didn't mean to throw the cruise control on. It's raining out here. Probably the last thing you want to do. This is an external contract as well. I didn't mention that, so I'm governed to 65 miles per hour, which is okay. I don't mind. It's a little bit of a longer run, but it's not too far to where I don't mind being governed to a certain speed limit. And the way I've been driving the last few episodes, I probably shouldn't be allowed to go too fast, so I don't have a problem with it whatsoever. Some more lightning there off on the left. This is looking pretty nice though. Starting to see the sunrise coming up over those hills there. Looks like it's going to be a beautiful morning, even with the clouds and the rain here. Get to see a beautiful sunrise. And it is what time? It is 4:47 in the morning, so we got probably about another hour and a half left before the sun's really up and providing a lot of light for us to see. It's crazy to look at this gauge cluster and see how dull the lighting is, and just to think how far we've come in this sim from this truck to where we are now with the tablet looking screens for gauge clusters and the navigation. In fact, before I continue, let's see if I can brighten that up just a little bit so it's easier to see. Might as well max it out so that way we can see everything and we can read every single word on the steering wheel for our hands-free systems here for our radio and our Bluetooth system and our cruise control. But yeah, doing this run to this location, one, to do something that's different other than all the Halloween treats missions. So like this is kind of out of the way of not doing one of those when I need to still do plenty of them. But at the same time, that just gets boring doing the same run over and over and over again. I mean, used packaging is nothing really great either. It's just like, oh, it's an enclosed trailer with some stuff in it. But at the same time, though, too, driving a FedEx truck, you gotta, like, the other job I was gonna take was taking a bulldozer, and I'm like, that's not really something FedEx Freight would be doing. They take pallets of cargo, not a bulldozer from a construction site to another construction site. At least not that I know of. Might have to ask my buddy tomorrow at work and see from the FedEx Freight and be like, hey man, do you know of any of the guys that have to pick up bulldozers? Or do you guys just pick up pallets only of different materials and shipments? He's a really cool guy. His name is Eduardo. Kind of older. He's a really happy guy because he's on his way out. He's a couple months away from retiring after working 32 years, I think he said, with FedEx Freight. So he says he's put in his time. He's eligible to retire. He's going to retire, get his pension. He has his own truck besides his FedEx Freight truck that he drives, but he has his own truck that he's going to use and drive for his buddy's company instead. So he's going to be collecting his FedEx Freight pension while he is also doing side jobs for his buddy and getting paid under the table. So can't really argue that. That's pretty cool. And I think he's 62, 63, so he's going to be retiring when he's 63. Not too bad. The earlier the better, I always say, when it comes to retirement. As long as it's not forced from like injuries or anything like that or being laid off. guy's poking along, so we're trying to get around him. I mean, it is raining. We probably should be slowing down and not driving the speed limit, but we'll be okay. You hydroplane in this game, but as we've seen in previous videos where I've almost teeter-tottered over, I've been pretty good at being able to manage it to where it doesn't happen. I'm saying it doesn't always not happen, because there's been a few times where I take in a corner a little too hot and the trailer gets tipped over. And then I'm like, oh great, I need a tow, and now my delivery is late. We're keeping left, don't worry. I wonder if, let me see. Okay. I was thinking that Christmas tree was like a bobblehead where it was moving, but it's more of a static object. It just stays in place. But it's pretty cool still that the lights work on it. You get a little Christmas tree up front here. It's so strange to be looking through a state that's been out for so long and discovering new areas that I haven't been to. Yet at the same time, I want to say I've been here and it was just on the other save. But the fact that the game is unlocking achievements for me for doing this, like it's unlocking progress towards the achievement, makes me believe I actually never really did discover all these things. So now I'm like, oh, well, that's not good. This whole time I've been buying these DLCs and I'm not even exploring the full potential of the state. This is our exit here. Looks like we're going up into the redwoods there, possibly. Or near them. Let's stop, because this is a pretty blind corner. Yep, we're good. And luckily nobody's coming because I had to get over the yellow line to make this turn.
Continue straight.
There's a guy coming. I'm going to. A little mobile home, or no, that's like a shed place for sale. Not a mobile home park. It's a general goods store over there. Somebody's house.
Continue straight.
Interesting. I need to buy that clip for my track IR so I don't have to wear my hat and I can actually enjoy my track IR again. Don't get me wrong, I don't mind not having it. It's not difficult to just use the mouse and look around, but at the same time, just turning my head from side to side is a little bit easier too than having to actually move something with my hand while I'm trying to steer the truck. I did put a new mod in my game. It's just more of a and hearing that noise is what reminded me of it. It's more of a quality of life mod than an enhancement or like an addition of something. It's to eliminate. If you look at my older videos, when I take a turn in like the W900, you just hear it going clack, 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 clack. Like it's like the all kinds of brakes and they didn't work. Just right through. Luckily didn't kill anybody. Just hydroplaned right through the stop sign. Luckily it's early enough to where people aren't coming. Oh, that's a nice looking creek. But yeah, it was a quality of life mod where it eliminates the sound from the cleaners, like constantly going off every turn you make. So I picked that up, and granted, I'm not driving a truck with the cleaners. It seems like it's a bug in the game where it's on every single truck. Yep, Thompson Falls discovered. 6 of 15. So yeah, definitely some cities I haven't found yet. From my days of when I first started driving in Montana when it first came out. But Yeah, when I do drive the W900 that I have that does have the cleaners on the side, it should get rid of the sound or make it very minimal so it's not constantly in your ear all the time. I know that's been a complaint for a lot of people, and it seems like something that they're going to fix. They just can't figure out how to fix it yet. But now that somebody's created a mod for it, that usually means that there's a fix around the corner because now they know how to fix it. Somebody helped them get there.
Turn left.
All right, continuing to turn left. There we go. Oh, okay, so we're dropping off, I think, in between two trailers, not next to a trailer. Trying to make it a harder one. Yep, in between two trailers. So definitely got the hard drop off on this one. Not the easy one where I would have just dropped off right there along the fence. Oh, let's see here. Whoops. Swung out a little too far. Hey, how you doing? I see you on your stairs there taking your break. Having a good lunch? Good break? Yeah, I'll come see you in a minute to sign this BOL for this delivery. This bill of lading taken care of. Alright. Pull up here. It's an international shipment too, and give them the commercial invoice so they have the value of it too to ship it over the state lines into Canada with their broker. Saying all those terms and knowing that, I'm sure you can guess if you're new here that I do something in logistics for my real job that pays the bills and not just YouTube. Because I know what a bill of lading is and what a commercial invoice is and how they're needed. All right. Although I usually say bill of landing, I don't say lading, even though it's spelt like lading. Man, this is a terrible backup on my part. This is definitely harder. I cannot get this straight to save my life. I want to angle it to not this way, but this way. At the same time, though, I don't want to be too far off. There we go. Okay, let's try to straighten it out. There we go. Go ahead and set our parking brake. Yep, we got the engine turned off. Let's get out here and just do a quick check so we can get out of the rain here. But yeah, that's actually pretty spot on there. That's pretty good. All right, let's go ahead and drop the trailer for these guys. And see how we did. Yeah, excellent on that. It was 226 miles. Took us 21 minutes to do, and we consumed 38 gallons of fuel. And almost made $6,500 in the process of doing that. And I just realized I did not get a screenshot. Oh, man. Well, anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this video of American Truck Simulator. Let me know down in the comments below what you thought of it. And until next time, take care.